Detective Sadist. Detective Sadist says, can you give me advice on having my bumhole bleached? I want to get a nice shade of peach. Well, I'm not really a specialist in that area. However, I have read a few things. Let me just Google it and I'll come back to you with that. And, by the way, ooh, a big bag of nuts straight into my basket. For you. Alright, this one is for XMZ and Owl City Fireflies.
You did the accent.
Beautiful.
Oh, and this is the gayest song I'll be playing all night, so I'll be moving
The
on.
gayest. It is quite gay. It's a good song.
So,
Perfect.
Jippin says, I double jigged you, Stevie Poo. No idea what that means. It sounds painful, and I'm sure it really is. But I didn't feel a thing.
DJ
That's
for
what
the
happens
win.
when you take paracetamol all day, Ellie. Anyway,
Double jiggled.
Sebastian, I'm trying to pick out some sexy lingerie for Jippin's girlfriend. What looks best on a hairy bloke? I'm thinking maybe bib and brace, and maybe like a minion suit, because, you know, it's the way forward, isn't it? Jippin says,
minions?
I'm allowed to cause mischief in a hard team speak. Well, you're welcome to come over, mate, anytime. So, you know, get in here, come and say hello. We need to see the people who are chatting to us and stuff like that. Alright, next track then is an original. Okay, nice one. Jippin says that drop was sicker than the time. No, I'm not even reading that out. You fiend. You absolute fiend. Okay, next track. Oh, hello. Next top, the shout-outs. Jippin has just kicked in. Stephen, you old chestnut. Tell Sadist to sort his weave out. That's always good to see my regulars listening. Damo, I think he says Claire Mosley with the boys. Big shout out to them. Lamoki says hi. Oh, hello, Lamoki. You made some good requests last week, mate, so if you can make a few more of them. And Detective Sadist, if Jippin said he was pregnant, would you man up and be the father to that ugly child? Yeah, to be fair, mate, I've got lots of children, and most of them are quite ugly, so, you know, if Jippin's got an ugly baby, then it's not my fault. You say, two nice parents make an ugly one, so anyway, there we go.
You're in trouble, Steve.
Let's have
That's pretty
Bullet in
funny.
the Head, Rage Against the Machine, and this is making sense. Alright, Detective Sadist, he says, if you could be a porn star, what would your name be? Well, typically, the way they say it is you take your first pet and your mother's maiden name. So mine would be Rocky Britain. So that's a good name for a porn star, methinks. Alright, okay, and Jippin says, what's your favourite slang word for a lady's no-no area? Well, I would say probably foo-foo, or Lady Garden. But if it's been trimmed, it'll be the shaven haven. But here we go. I don't feel a beat.
His personal insights into his life.
Yeah.
Jippin, he says, on a scale of 1 to dragging your balls through glass, how much have you missed me? Well, to be fair, mate, if the glass is just not smooth and stuff, then it's like just glass. But if it's broken glass, then, you know, it's like going to a recycling plant and dragging through that, so it's quite high. I've really missed you. Anyway, next track. What's it? Okay, I'm a shit tank from Gloria Gaming says, I love your voice and your DJing. Will you marry me? Well, I've got another question from Detective Sadist, and he says, Stoven, have you thought any more on whether people should be allowed to mind their own feces? Well, I'm not sure, because I'm a shit tank asked me to marry him, or her, whichever it is. I'm assuming it's a bloke because of his name, but you never know. So, no, I don't think you should be, because that means I'd have to marry him, wouldn't it? So anyway, there we go. Okay, it's 5 to 11. I'm here till midnight. Stevie 6 lock and loading. Let's have a look. We've got a few more shout-outs, and it's from the good old Detective Sadist. Alright, he says, what would you say to a guy who has his girl over, but his buddy wants him to play some more Counter-Strike? Well, it depends what's on offer. Would the girl be over? If she's up for Counter-Strike, then sound. But if she's not, then, you know, it's such a... organise some pizza, send her some pizza over, and that way you can play CSGO with him while she's doing that. And Jippin says, say something spicy to my girlfriend. She's listening. Okay, spicy, what have we got? Hot tamale or something like that. A little bit of bit of chili powder. But I can't believe that he's got a girlfriend, because he said to me in TeamSpeak the other day that he really likes boys. So Jippin, go and play Detective Sadist at Counter-Strike and stop pretending you like girls. Extract Diplo Revolution have some of this. That's why we do requests for you, lock and load and all that. Alright, Jippin, sorry mate, I'm sorry about that last one. You said, alright, that's it, I'm telling your wife about us. Okay, Jippin, such is life. Okay, also, Detective Sadist comes back and said, that's some swell advice, Steve, but she's over there right now. Got any words for her? Yeah, let him play CSGO with his mate. You know what I mean? He's spending time with you, but, you know, just gaming. It's one of them things, when he's finished, he's all yours. Alright, how's that?
You get it.
Next to you, sir. Anyway, this next track is a 1975. It's
Yes!
called Chocolate. I was going to play
Chester
sound,
Bits.
but I haven't got it.
Gay.
So it's Chocolate, it is. And it goes out to...
Jippin.
It is for... Oh,
Jippin.
Jippin. Alright, this one's for you, mate. Obviously for your bird, innit? Because you'd like
Swag.
YMCA being a homo. Alright, Chris Chat. Alright, mate, get up, yeah, nice one. And also, shout out from Jippin, a good old friend of mine. When you put the tip in, she's already screaming, yeah, you know, mate, that's what it's like. I hadn't even put the tip in, to be fair, mate. I just opened the door, I told her I was going to walk up the stairs. So there you go.
I
Anyway,
said what?
next track is, I'll read the tunes and poons there, see what's going on. Detective Sadist, mate, that's sick. I suppose you are a detective and you are a sadist, that makes loads of sense. But you know, I might play Adele again because I think she's into a little bit of that. Anyway, a bit of Fetty
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
679. And Yippin says, how are the ugly kids? Oh, they're shocking, mate. Absolutely shocking. They're keeping like stuff away from the fire and that. The dog doesn't like them either. He just licks them now and throws stuff at them. Anyway, and Cool Kid asked for that's the original mix as well. Alright, so I've had a few more shout outs and a few more requests. The main shout out comes from my one, my only, my Detective Sadist. Did your mate end up not playing this game last week and coming round and having to play with you instead on Xbox? Maybe not, maybe you did. Anyway, we're not falling apart, mate, or drifting apart, and you won't lose me sweet buns, don't you worry. And apparently it was the your man. Alright, Jippin says, let me roam your body. No, that's a bit dangerous, mate. You know, you get stuck in that. Detective Sadist says, glad to know I've always have your sweet buns to sleep with at night. My lovely meaty pillows. Nice, okay. There we go. Anyway, move on. Let's move on.
He didn't know what to say.
Someone says that they don't play About You by Visionaires. He says, alright, a Chinese lady wearing a monocle slaps your girl's ass. What you do? Well, first of all, you poke her in the unprotected eye. So she knows she slips over and that. You push it over to the left and then wrap it up in like some paper, salt and vinegar, and then kick it out. How's that? Anyway, next track, New York City, is a Dash Berlin remix, and it is the Chainsmokers.
Oh,
and this is a
Stephen, how do you even?
Someone's just asked me, you can't
Stever.
decide what dance, how to dance. What moves do you bust all the clubs to attract those hoes and bitches? Well, I usually just float across the dance floor, 2 bottles of Stella, 1 finger in each, and that's the way to go. It doesn't matter if you don't take any notice, but you're floating anyway. Alright, there's the Chainsmokers, New York, and I always cue them, so this one's going on. Anyway, don't forget tunes and poons. And someone said, oh, you're a Stella drinker, are you? Beating a few bars myself. Well, to be honest, mate, it doesn't make me do that. It just makes me a bit like happy. But there we go. That's just me being a scouse, isn't it? That's what happens. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, that's us. Listen to so many different styles and stuff. Alright, I'd say Detective Sadist says, should we call the show the Stevie Six and Jippin and Detective Sadist Family Funtime Radio Megabit Bonanza? It doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? So maybe not. We'll just call it Lock and Load, eh? Stay with that. Alright, Lock and Load. Lock and Load! Yeah, that was for you, Jippin. Okay, favourite song?
Why you?
It's difficult. There's tons out there. Anyway, plug Detective Sadist YouTube channel now. If you are on YouTube and you do like to watch a game in motion and some entertainment and amusing stuff, he's pretty good. He's very entertaining. It's Detective Sadist, so if you follow him, it's spelled like detective and SADIST. It's dead simple. All right.
Thank you, Steve.
And also, he says he's got a new name as well. Let's have a look. What about a classic lineup? Okay, he says, what about... classic lineup in total official retrospect is sound. Surely it's in sound. Surely. Anyway, he says all the abbreviation, and if you read it out, take the first letter. It says clitoris. The only problem I've got with that though is there's so many young lads in here. No one would be able to find it, would they? So if you have a look now, though, it's DJ Stevie Six. So
Dream big, Steve.
it could be detective, couldn't it? The J could be Jippin and Stevie Six. So it is that simple, isn't it? It's already on it.
That's
it's
beautiful.
Destiny.
DJ
See, there you go.
DJSTEVY6.
There we go. Anyway, let's
Okay,
see.
he's not
If it requests
obliging
a song
to
by
my
an eyelash. Would you
eyelash request?
oblige?
Alright.
Oh, no, because I don't give my eyelashes away. That's a bit weird. Alright, Armin van Buren, DJ. Yeah, you're right, mate. It is good. And Detective Shader says, Stephen, gonna go for now, but say something for YouTube and call Yippin a cock. Yippin, you're a cock, mate. There you go. It is almost midnight, isn't it? But it's good to see you. Something for YouTube. Detective Sadist is the king. You tune in, like him and share. He's the man.
What?
All right. Last track now. One more track is Dr. Dre. The next episode. This is a
I'm
Sam
king.
Holo
King.
mix.
Faggot.
So,
I'm
not
king
Han
and
Solo,
you're
but
a
Sam Holo.
cock.
It's a proper tune. Then I'm gonna finish with Alan Walker Faded, and I'm gonna say love you and leave you.